Okay, this is the last section in Unit 3. It's scatter plots and lines of best fit, and I'm going to show you how to use your graphing calculator to do that. So if a scatter plot of data is correlated negatively or positively, which we talked about yesterday, a function can be generated to make a prediction based on the estimate of line of best fit. So if there is no correlation, you're not going to have a function or a line of best fit. So let's go ahead and look at this table of data. We're going to go through 3 examples. This gives you um, Jen's abs workout plan and the days and then the number of sit-ups she's done. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and you can turn off the video and go ahead and plot the data. You can put your days here and then you can put your sit-ups. Okay, once you do that, your data should look like this. That should be what your data looks like. So we can see with our eyeballs that there is a correlation, but we can actually find out how strong the correlation is by using our graphing calculator. So let's go ahead and use our graphing calculator. We're going to find the correlation coefficient, which tells you how strong the correlation is, and we're actually going to find the equation of the line of best fit using our graphing calculator. So first of all, let's check some settings. You only need to do this once. So if you go to second, which is the blue button in the upper left, and then you hit 0, that will give you the catalog screen. You need to scroll down, it's alphabetical, to where it says diagnostic on. So scroll all the way down to the D's, all the way down, and then once you have the arrow next to diagnostic on, you need to hit enter twice. Once you do this, this is going to allow you to see the R value, which is the correlation coefficient. Before you did this, that wouldn't show up on your calculator. So this is something you only need to do once. All right, so here is what we're going to do. We're going to enter the data into our graphing calculator. Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to go to the Stat button. The Stat button is second row down, right in the middle there. Hit Stat and then hit Enter at number 1 to edit. It will give you columns here. So you can enter all of the X values in the L1 column and all of the Y values in the L2 column. Make sure every X has a corresponding Y and make sure that you have deleted any prior data out of those 2 columns. Okay? After you have done that, I want you to hit quit, which is second. So hit the second button again. Hit that second button. Now I want you to go to the Stat button again, hit Stat again. This time I want you to arrow to the right where the calc column is. So arrow to the right and hit calc, and then you can arrow down to 4, which is line reg AX plus B. Hit that twice, and that's going to give you, it says Y equals AX plus B. Your A is your rate of change, your B is your initial value. So it gives you the equation for the line of best fit. The R value is at the bottom, and it tells you how closely correlated your data is. So let's look at the data that we got for this next piece here. Again, on that screen, you can find the linear function and slope-intercept form. You can find the R value, which is the correlation coefficient, showing how strong the correlation is. The closer the R value is to 1 or -1, the stronger the correlation is. So let's use the equation we found to find how many sit-ups Jen is going to do in 32 days or in 120 days. So here is, I'm going to change to white ink. Here is my equation. I found y equals 13 and 5600. Now I rounded x plus 17 and 5900. That's my line of best fit. My R value and I rounded again, was 96 hundredths. And that's all pulled off of that stat calc screen on your calculator. You don't need to do anything, okay? So again, the closer this is to 1 or -1 is the stronger the correlation is, okay? So to find out how many sit-ups um, Jen will do in 32 days, we're just going to plug in the days for x. So I have y equals 13 5600 times 32 plus 17.59, and I got about 451. I guess you can do half a sit-up, but it's just not right, okay? That's 32 days. And for 120, we're just going to plug 120 in. That same equation we got off our calcs. Oops, this is plus. Okay, and that's about 1,644. That's a lot of darn sticks. All right, let's move on to number 2. Okay, this is data from a pinball competition. It gives you the rank. That would be your x-axis. Your rank is down here, and your score here. So go ahead and plot that data. You can turn off the video, and then I'll show you what your data should look like. Okay, so let's use our calculators and find the equation of the line of best fit. This is what I got. That's my line of best fit, and my correlation coefficient was about 7,600. So there's some correlation, but it definitely isn't as strong as the one that we just did. So how many points did the 12th ranked team score? So we're going to plug in 12 for x. They scored about 65 points. And then how many points did the 20th ranked team? Plug in that 20 for x. They scored about 38 points. Which if you're 20th place, that kind of makes sense there, right? Okay. So again, that 12th team was 65 points. I jumped ahead of myself. And the 20th was about 38. All right, this last one. Is it represents the data in the table represents the size of Moo Cow Cow ice cream company's buildings and tons of ice cream they can store. So let's put the square feet here and the tubs here. So go ahead and plot that. You can stop the video, and then it should look like that. So here is my equation for the line of best fit. All on your graphing calculator. What a big time saver. There's my equation for the line of best fit. And my correlation coefficient, relatively strong there, 85 hundredths. Let's use that equation. This was our equation. To find how much space they would need to store 400 tubs. Be careful here, tubs is Y. So we're going to plug that 400 in where the y is to find the number of square feet you need. Okay, so I'm going to add 41 and 42 hundredths to each side. I'm going to divide by 8 hundredths. And when I do that, x is about 5,117 square feet. I rounded. Okay, so make sure that you're plugging into the right place. So if you need help with this, come to my office hours. We can work through the calculator stuff. And that's it for now.